shadow of that gnarled old tree, where the wind whispers low and hoarse, a tale of blood and treachery on this parched and cursed course. Whiskey bottles by forgotten stones, footprints vanished in the dust. The ghost town moans in hollow tone, under skies that betray no trust. Beneath the hanging tree where lost souls weep, where vows were made just to break, I hear the train whistle cry across the bleak that goes round the old heartache. She loved me with a wildfire heart. In that chapel we swore forever, till betrayal tore our world apart. She vanished like a ghost in the river, by the dim light of a crescent moon. Her whispers haunt the silent desert air, her secrets buried with the noon, in the dust of a love beyond repair. Beneath the hanging tree where shadows leer, where truth and lies meld and mix, the train still screams, can you hear, past the churchyard with crosses of sticks. Found the truth beneath blackened wood, where the earth holds tight its sin. Her locket empty, misunderstood, the echoes of what might have been. Face the mirror of my soul in that night, by the tree where the dark crows bite, in the flicker of a failing light. I chose the road from where none can hide. Beneath the hanging tree I make my stand, in the heart of this forsaken land. Forgiveness a ghost I'll never see, my redemption lies beneath the hanging tree. So here I'll rest, and here I'll abide, beneath the tree in the silent tide of dust and stories left untold, where the desert keeps its heart of gold.
Sagebrush blows underneath that crimson sky's foregoing glows. There's a path tread bared by boots and crows, a whiskey bottle buried where the cold wind moans. The echoes of train whistles, ghostly and low, mark the miles of the damned and those they chose. Blood on the lonely road, shadows stretch and bend. Tale of new love, sweet as desert rain. Her laughter now just whispers across this haunted plain. The church once stood holy and bright, now just charred ruins under the moon's pale light. Promises made, sworn in the heat of the night, betrayed by the dawn, left to reckon with spite. But on the lonely west, silence holds rain. Ghosts of the past and every footprint remain, with each faded cross under skies overthrown. I walk this cursed path forever alone. In the mirror of night, bloodshot eyes meet a ghost. The man I once was now just a whisper of smoke. In this land of forgotten graves and unspoken fears, I face the sins of my past through the trails of tears. Blood on the lonely road, this tale's mine to own. In the dust of revenge, my fate's etched in stone. Forsaken love, in the silence I tone. Forever wandering on this lonely road alone. The strings twang a mournful melody as the song closes. The image of the lone traveler disappearing into the vast haunted expanse of the desert, his story echoing in the wind.
Under the blood moon's eerie glow, whiskey bottles lay with secrets they won't show. In the heart of a ghost town sigh, a lone train whistle moans a forsaken lullaby. Ashes of the silent grave keep my bitter tales, haunted dreams of a lover's ghost, where justice failed, on cursed sands where we once swore. Now nothing but whispers of the love we bore. The storms dance on forgotten lands, where I once held her with these trembling hands. Betrayal's knife, sharp and cold, left me with nothing but her memory to hold. Ashes of the silent grave speak of pain so grave, echoes of a burning church, the fate I break. Whispers in the desert air calling me to atone. All that's left is a heart as dry as bone. In the shadow of an old gallows tree, I face the ghost of what can no longer be. The wind cries out her name through the dust. A cursed land's bloom, in redemption I must trust. Ashes of the silent grave, where my demons lay, in the dark a gunslinger's path, come what may. Revenge or resignation gunslinger's last salvation. In the silence of a moonlit desert town, dust dances with the memories fading down. Echoes of the train on forgotten tracks, bottle clink filled with secrets deep and black. A gust carries tales of a burning church where vows were traded on a wooden perch. Every whistle moan and the cinders fly underneath the ghostly starless sky. Whispers in the midnight train carry stories of the love and pain, where the broken hearts claim their due. In the whispers lies start feeling true. Once rode with her through the cursed lands, with hopes as vast as the desert sands. But betrayal's breeze blew a cold night, left me with shadows, took away the light. In a ghost town where our dreams lay dead, she vanished like words I never said. Now each station's just a grave unkept for the promises we never kept. Whispers in the midnight train speak of sorrow of the deepest strain. Echoes of a love that's through. In the whispers I'm still next to you. I make my stand, a bottle's curse clutched tight in hand. The wind's confession, so cruel and stark, reveals her shadow in the moon's dark arc. Whispers in the midnight train mark the map of my heart's terrain. Fate's revolver spins again. In the whispers I face my sin, as the train cries under the midnight veil. I walk these tracks, now my own trail. Revenge or peace, the distance knows. In each whisper the cold wind blows. In the shadow of the valley where the dead crows fly, a ghost town sleeps under a blood-red sky. Whiskey bottles lay scattered in the dust, echoes of laughter turn to rust. A train whistles moan through silent air, carrying sins too heavy to bear. Burning churches light the night, flames casting prayers in flickering light. Oh, undertaker, hear my plea. This cursed land won't set me free. Your hymns are rope tied, tied with sin. Guide my soul through the wind. Once loved a girl with storm cloud eyes, promises made under sapphire skies. But betrayal's knife cuts deep and short, left my heart on a dusty floor. A silver locket, a forgotten grave, lost love's price too steep to save.
Her whisper floats on the desert breeze, a haunting tune through the cypress trees. Oh, undertaker, hear my plea. This cursed land won't set me free. Your hymns are rope tie within, guide my soul through the wind. Tonight at the crossroads I make my stand. Revenge is pistol heavy in my hand. Her ghost in my dreams steering my fate. I dance with the devil, too little too late. Oh, undertaker, take this broken man, fashion me anew if you can. Sing your hymn as my final friend. In dust and shadow let my heart mend. Oh, undertaker, with your solemn grin, in your hymn I find my end. From cursed lands to stormy seas, let your dark hymn set me free.
Our will horizon bleeds in the night. Silent deserts hold whispers of a vengeful plight. There's a cursed trail they call the lantern path, where shadows move and good men don't last. Under the moon's cold glare, the whiskey tells no lies. Dusty winds moan as another heart dies. Oh, the lanterns sway, but their lights grown dim on the path where sinners walk. The chance is slim. Ghosts of the fallen swirling in the sand. I walk with my regrets and blood on my hands. Years ago, love glowed like a fiery brand, till betrayal left me with gunpowder and a shaking hand. In a ghost town by the chapel's burning light, I lost my heart and set the world alright. Train whistle cries like the haunted souls below, forgotten graves where the broken spirits go. Yes, the lanterns sway, fading out of sight, carrying dreams of the curse through the night. The dust settles on the stories best forgot. On the path of shadows, love matters not. At the crossroads stood a figure dressed in black, eyes like coal pits and a noose in his sack. Vengeance or peace, he asked, a devil's grin. My heart knew the answer was blowing in the wind. Now the lanterns blaze as I take my stand. This path chose me in this God-forsaken land. Bitter the tale where the lost souls weep. I walk the lantern path where the dark runs deep.
crafted to evoke the desolation and stark drama of an outlaw ballad. These lyrics delve deep into the flames of desolation, betrayal, and haunting allure of revenge, all set against a backdrop of a cursed spectral landscape.
Out where the whistle cuts the silence, beneath the shadow of the dying sun, stands a ghost town, tales untethered under the curse of what's been done. Whiskey bottles lay in dust, footprints vanish, trust to rust. No mercy in the desert wind, it howls your sins, can't hide from them. Echoes of the past ring loud in abandoned streets under thunder clouds. No mercy where the heart once stayed, only shadows move where we once lay. There was love beneath these big old skies, still betrayal sent it to its grave. Night's cold arms embraced my sorrow beside the church where we once prayed. A train cries out like a mournful ghost, along these tracks my pain host. No mercy in the desert wind, cries like the saints who witness sin. Memories bleed as they spin in the silent town edged by din. No mercy, just the echo of your name carved next to mine in the wooden frame. I faced the dawn with my shadow long, across the sand where I felt wrong. The mirror of the sky, stark and white, showed me the place where my demons hide. In the eye of the storm, or the calm of the quake, I found my heart too shattered to break. No mercy in the desert wind, I walk alone where our dreams had been. In the dust, your laughter whispers across the forsaken land that shivers. No mercy, yet I stand revenge unspun in the quiet dust. I'm the haunted one, and the desert knows it always knows. No mercy in the wind that blows.
In a ghost town where the wind whispers low, under moonlit shadows of scorn church spires, a man with no face and a heart turned to cinders dances with dust where his dreams caught fire. Whiskey breath in the rattle-emptied bottles, footsteps echo against the walls of a cursed land. He sways alone where hope is just a memory, fiddling a tune for the damned. Spin, oh spin in the serpent's prayer walls, where love lies bleeding in the pale moon's glance. Revenge keeps time with a heart that malfunctions in this haunted dance. Take a ghost cold hand. There's a tale they whisper when the night grows bold, a lover's vow and a friend's betrayal, the serpent's tongue on a breeze so cold left him shattered, trails turned stale. Train whistles moan through the silent desert, a reminder of what used to be.
loved a girl as fierce as the dusty tempest, lost in a world of treachery. Spin, oh spin in the serpent's prayer waltz, where trust turns to ash with the fading light. The night air holds that bitter resolution, dancing closer to the end of the night. In the shadow of forgotten graves, he stands watching flames lick old sins in a burning church nearby. Mirage of her face, or just desert playing with a gun in his hand and a tear in his eye. Forgive or forsake whispers through the chapel. His resolve as brittle as the dry, cracked earth. A prayer slips out as he faces his reflection in the shattered glass, sees what vengeance is worth. Serpent's prayer waltz with the ghosts of the past and the shadows of sin. He lays down his gun as the fire dies quiet, accepts the dance and the serpent within. Spin, oh spin, till the stars beg for mercy, till the sun bleeds red over lands God forgot. He'll waltz with his demons till his breath yields to silence. In the serpent's prayer waltz, he's forever caught.
Where the whiskey drowns old tales, by the crossroads under the pale moon's veil, a ghost town weeps in the desert's breath, where shadows dance with the cursed lands of Seth. Dusty boots on forgotten graves, train whistles moan through winds that crave. Each midnight strikes like a judge's gavel, marking hearts bound by dirt and gravel. At midnight crossroads, mark your fate, where love's lost and the damned relate. Burning churches, sins confessed, underneath that moon no soul finds rest. Once a man with a lover's heart turned outlaw when his world fell apart. Whispers told of a dark betrayal in the silent desert beneath the stars' cold trail. He rode east where the dust storms speak, past the chapel where the holy weep, seeking vengeance for the love he'd lost. At midnight crossroads he'd pay the cost. At midnight crossroads, come to see where hearts bleed out their destiny. Burning memories, love undressed, underneath that moon no soul finds rest. There by the sign he faced his ghost, the lover's shade, his haunting host. Silver tears in the dead fast.
Under a blood-red sky in nowhere town, the sun burns low, ghosts don't make a sound. A bottle arrived in my shaking grip. Memories play like a black and white clip. Tracks run cold through the heart of the waste. Each whistle's a scream, each mile erased. Whiskey and smoke, my comfort, my cloak. In a land of lost souls, I'm a shadow of a bloke. With every sip, I see her face. In the curl of the smoke, her tender grace. Whiskey and smoke, under stars I invoke the tale of a love, now just cinders and choke. She danced through the chapel with fire in her eyes, promises spoken under stormy skies. But the preacher was crooked and the vows were a lie. By dawn it was clear it was a kiss or die. Left her veil in the desert next to my trust. All that remains is dust and rust. Whiskey and smoke veil the pain like a cloak. Her laughter now echoes a cruel cosmic joke. With each burning sip, the past awaits. In the haze of the smoke, my heartache stakes. Whiskey and smoke, in shadows I'm soaked, haunted by love and the words we never spoke. At the edge of town where the old church burned, I faced the ghosts, each stone overturned. The flame in my heart met the cold night air, found nothing but silence, her absence laid bare. Whiskey and smoke, they shield, they provoke. In a curtain of ashes I'm hiding my yoke, till the bottle runs dry. In the smoke I'll abide, a silhouette lost to the night's rising tide. Whiskey and smoke, this life's no joke.
bound by the past in its chains I'll forever choke.
In the shadow of the mesa, where the sun forgot to rise, lies a town too scared to whisper under cursed and stormy skies. Dust devils dance with secrets in the streets where we once tread, past the church with scorched black windows and the whispers of the dead. Hear the winds in the cursed land calling soft by night, revenge on chilling breezes beneath the pale moonlight. Each broken soul's a story of love that's turned to sand, all trapped beneath the silence in the whispers of this land. Whiskey bottles lay forgotten in the bar where ghosts reside. Train whistles moan in distances where my old love used to hide. That night the wind was screaming as the fire took its claim, left nothing but her locket and our love a whispered name. Hear the weirs in the cursed land, cries that pierce the dark, burning tales of old betrayals and hearts forever marked. Each step stirs the ash of memories and dreams that couldn't stand, all buried in the quiet and the whispers of this land. At the crossroads under starlight, where the silent saguaros stand, face the echo of my fury, the ghost of who I am. In the dust I saw her face and all the pain at hand. The land holds every secret like a curse upon the sand. Now the whispers in the cursed land, they sing a lonesome tune of love lost to the shadows and hearts out of tune. I walk these haunted valleys where our dreams were planned, fading in the echoes of the whispers of this land. night where the dust rise, touching the crimson sky. A tale unwinds in the shadows where the lost souls lie. Boots stir the cursed sands past the old decayed pews, dancing with desert wind cloaked in midnight hues. Dancing, oh dancing with a whisper so thin, each step a story of betrayal woven deep within. The wind holds the secrets of hearts worn so thin. Dancing, forever dancing with the desert wind. Beneath the ghost town's moon, a whisper on the train's lonesome wail, echoes of a love lost, a bride's forgotten veil. A whiskey bottle glimmers, catching the fading light. Memories and regrets keeping the cold night alight. Dancing, still dancing where the old love has been. Spirits in the silence of the lands that sin. The wind knows my sorrow to the gallows pin. Dancing, eternally dancing with the desert wind. Church, I faced my foe at last. The shadows cast by fire, flickering with our past. Gunsmoke and redemption, the end it did begin. Silent were the stars as the wind swept in. Dancing, oh dancing with destiny's grin. The vengeance stoke the fires within. The wind carries my burden across the cursed kin. Dancing, one last dance with the desert wind. Shadow of the valley where the sun forgot to shine lies a town too cursed to mention by a dusty broken sign, where the whiskey bottles whisper secrets hidden in the sand. I trace my scars, each one a story etched deep by my own hand. Gone where the lonely road, where the forsaken souls tread under moons that mourn in silence above the lands of dead. Heartbeat echoes through the ghost town like a train's lonesome cry. Gone with a lonely road under a cursed black sky. Once loved a girl with eyes like storm clouds, heart wild as the wind. Promised her the world, but in the night betrayal thinned. She vanished with a preacher whose church burned in sin's glow. Left me with these empty dreams where only thistles grow. Gone with the lonely road where the broken hearts lie, past the chapel of redemption where even angels fear to fly. Whispers haunt the silent desert like a snake's soft sly hiss. Gone with the lonely road, swallowed in the
met my demons at the crossroads of despair. Gun in hand, shadows dancing, found that preacher there. Justice rang in every echo as he fell before the dawn. But revenge just tastes like dust when all you loved is gone. Gone with the lonely road where the past can't be undone. Through the cursed silent deserts beneath the scorching sun, I ride alone forever, searching a ghost among the graves. Gone with the lonely road, a soul no man can save. Gone with the desert wind, dog, way the horizon bleeds, bleeding into the sand. Whiskey bottle lay forsaken in my trembling hand. Dust storms dance on forgotten graves. In a ghost town, silence, no soul to save. Gone with the desert wind, my love and my sin. Beneath the crescent moon, shadows move again, lost in the whispers of the prowling sands. I'm a ghost among these lands, gone with the desert wind. The train whistles mourn just like the coyote cries, haunting echoes neath the blood orange skies. She vanished at the altar, not a trace to find, left with burning churches in the corners of my mind. Gone with the desert wind, my hope and my kin. Echoes of the past, where do I begin? Chasing shadows under the devil's hands. I'm just dust among these lands, gone with the desert wind. In the heart of night, by the cold moonlight, I faced the man who stole her smile so bright. Gunfire cracked like a cursed prayer. Revenge or justice, did I even care? Gone with the desert wind, my peace and my wrath. Down this lonesome path, I've made my own path. In the silence of the desert, I've paid my dues. A restless soul with nothing more to lose. I'm just a whisper, a tale that ends, gone, forever gone with the desert wind.
Under the hollow sky at midnight's call, a dusty road where shadows dance and fall. Whiskey bottle lying by my side, in a ghost town where even the brave ones hide. Echoes of train whistles cut the air, reminding me of the cross I bear. 'Neath that cursed moon I see her face, haunted dreams in this godforsaken place. Midnight in the hollow sky, scream so dry, every star's a secret, every breeze a sigh. Once loved a beauty fair and wild, her betrayal burned, left me reviled. Found her whispers in another's embrace, in the church that fire did disgrace. Silent desert bare my solemn oath, her memory's a noose and I'm a loaf.
Neath that cursed moon I see her face, haunted dreams in this God-forsaken place. Midnight in the hollow sky, love's lie, every tear's a shadow, every goodbye a cry. In the cold light I face my foe, dust storms rage, to the end we go. Guns drawn under the eye of fate, two shots in the silence, only one escapes. That cursed moon I claim my deed, from love and vengeance my soul's freed. Midnight in the hollow sky, truth found, later ghost down in that hallowed ground.
In the shadow of the old church spire, underneath the moon's pale choir, lies a town swallowed by the sand, whiskey bottles and withered hands. Dust storms whisper through broken doors, echoes of boots on creaking floors. Ghost trains moan in the dead of night, haunts in the edge of the fading light. Beneath the ghost town secrets lie, buried under a cursed sky. Hearts once pledged in shadow deeds, now just ghosts and tumbleweeds. There's a tale of a love betrayed in the silent streets where we once played. A silver locket, a rusted gun, a game that two could never have won. She promised forever by the burning church, left a man with his soul in the lurch. Her laughter's a memory fading fast in the winds of a whispered past. Beneath the ghost town, vengeance waits in the shadows of sealed fates, where love once lived, now only grief among the dust and forgotten leaves. In this desert I face my sin, the echoes of what might have been. The wind calls out her sweet false name as I light the match, set the past aflame. Beneath the ghost town I find my rest, in the heart of the wild, wild west, forgiving the ghost in the desert's embrace. In the silence I find my grace. Each verse in
haunting embrace. In the shadow of a church where no prayers are said, burning embers light the stories, the living and the dead. A whisper on the wind from the lips of a ghost town side. He rides a dusty trail where even shadow dare not lie. For love he traded his wicked crown in a cursed land where hopes are drowned through the silent deserts beneath the blood-red moon. The devil's lost love gone like a fleeting tune. A locket filled with yesteryears beneath the weeping willows. He once loved a mortal, pure as the driven snow, but whispers turned to shouting in the clapboard house they made. Now only whiskey bottles tell of the bargain that he paid. For love he faced the heaven scorn. In the ghost of her embrace he's eternally forlorn. Underneath the stark and endless sky on that lonely dune. The devil's lost love vanished with the crescent moon. On the outskirts of redemption he heard the train's sad song echo in the heartache where all his dreams went wrong. In a mirror of the dust storm his tears were like the rain, dancing with her memory he'll never love again. With revenge he finds no solace, just a bitter taste. Resignation fills his longing in the endless ghostly waste. Through the silent deserts beneath the cursed monsoon, the devil's lost love, a tale hushed beneath the swoon. Every line evokes the essence of a haunted desert ballad, weaving a dark and poignant story set against a backdrop of desolate landscapes and supernatural longing.
Riding through the dusty boots, under skies of thunderous gloom, crossing trails of broken stones in this town so small. Whiskey bottle clutched in hand, shadows stretched from cursed lands. Echoes of a train's sad whistle rides the wind through thorns and thistle. Past forgotten graves, haunted by the love I lost and the choices that I made. Each hoofbeat a pounding plea beneath a hanging tree, in search of peace or ending, whichever waits for me. By the light of a lone star peeking across the plain, her voice
voice still speaking in a churchyard fire's wake. Among the embers my heart stakes. Betrayal's kiss on her cold lips led me to this apocalypse. A life for a life, the old law reads. In the dust my conscience bleeds. Riding through the revenge by silent desert's edge. Ghosts of what we could have been, dancing over the ledge with every mile I claim. I'm called by her name, carving lines of fate and blame in the sands of shame. In the mirror of the night, my shadows cast aside, faced by the man I've become, nowhere left to hide. Meet the eyes of a haunted soul at the duel of dusk's patrol. Fire and smoke may decide who's lost and who survived. Still riding through the revenge where wild spirits bend. The past's a noose that tightens with the truths I can't amend. This revenge I ride alone becomes my broken throne in a kingdom of bone where love's never grown. So I'll ride neath the cursed sky till the day I die, chasing shadows side by side with the ghosts of you and I.
In the shadow of a dust-worn town stands a barn ablaze. Smoke like dancing spirits, whispers fuel the haze. A cracked whiskey bottle at the threshold, curse at land's embrace. Moonlight on the gallows where forgotten names find grace. Whispers in the burning barn, tales of love betrayed. Ashes hold the secrets of the hearts that stray. Ghostly echoes call me to settle up the score. In this lonely desert, justice thirsts for more. Years ago beneath the stars, a love was sworn in silence, but betrayal's knife was sharp, wrought in midnight's violence. A fire sparked by a lover's hand, now revenge is nigh. Train whistles, mournful tunes as old ghosts pass by. Whispers in the burning barn, a requiem for the damned. Fires cleanse the sins of a soul where once they grandly stood. Forgotten graves tell no lies, earth keeps what it claims. Desert's breath grows colder as it whispers your name. There by the light of the burning church, my heart faced its foe. Silhouettes in the firelight, dancing slow and low. The truth was a blade, sharp and cold in the hand of my fairest. In the ashes of that sacred place, found the depth of my despair. Now whispers in the burning barn guide my weary gun. Love's dead paid with fiery breath under the setting sun. This land of dust and echo knows my final stand. Whispers quiet as I walk a ghost upon the sand.
In a ghost town where the shadows play, dust dances with the devil's sway. Whiskey bottles line forgotten graves beneath the sun's relentless blaze. A train whistle moans through cursed lands, an echo of a noose's tied strands. Beneath the last ride, where vows lay to rust, love turned to betrayal in a whirlwind of dust. Shadows of a gallows on a moonlit dried creek, where silence speaks the secrets that the haunted seek. Once loved a girl with wildfire eyes, in a chapel lit by flame-filled skies. Promises as frail as a parched rose, her heart was a secret no one knows. A Judas kiss under a starless night left me alone to face my plight. Beneath the last ride, where trust was sold, hearts grow as cold as the guns we hold. Echoes of our laughter in a breeze that weeps, where silence speaks the secrets that the haunted keep. On that burning church I swore her name, the wind carried away all blame. Face down the man who stole her gaze, in the dust storm's wild relentless haze. Two shots rang out like an old church bell, one found its mark and the other fell. Of lost love and eternal blame, as the ghost town sleeps under night's deep veil. I wander these streets, a lone dusty trail. Beneath the last ride, redemption's just a ghost, whispering secrets to the winds that haunt me most.